Well, hello there, my conceited squirrels. It's time for a regular vlog, just a sit-down vlog. I'm actually kind of pumped right now because the first time since I started doing predictions, which was in 2007, I nailed a UFC card, fight for fight. Everyone is right. Every winner is picked. That was UFC 131, and that really makes me happy because I really did bad at the finale for, was it Ultimate Fighter 13? I did awful, and now I finally got that perfect score. I got it. I had it before, like on Strikeforce, but I never had it with the UFC, and it's good to be there. It's good to. It's kind of like one of those little goals I had, but I never really talked about much. But it was looming in the back of my head, and when I watched fights, I was getting the prelims right. You know, I was getting close to the main events. And other events, I was like, oh, we're almost there, and then all of a sudden, bam, it all goes away with one little silly loss. Some little fluke loss takes it away. But finally, I've taken that goal and done it right. So yay me. Yay me.
The midget archer army comes. I fall back and punch them in the gums. The midget archer army is coming to die. Gotta lay low. Hit them in the face when they're walking real slow. Pick them off one by one. Punching the midget army. The midget archer army.
I was really intrigued by something I saw this week. This guy named Kevin Lieber, who I've been subscribed to forever, actually made this playlist that wasn't your usual playlist. Usually playlists are just something, it's a common video that someone makes over and over again. But like, I think he just unlocked the real meaning of playlist. For so long, Ray William Johnson and people like him have been taking other people's videos, putting them within their videos, and then making snide comments around those videos. Well, you can actually do that without taking that person's video and actually helping that person's original video getting views through the playlist. What he did was he uploaded a bunch of little segments where he talked before and after a video that he just shows in the playlist and did it privately, put them all on one playlist, and then once he uploaded the very first of it, he unprivated it so it showed up on the main page of subscriptions, and then after that people can watch the first part, and then you could do whatever you want. You could just use other people's videos and promote them from their own upload, and then you could talk about before and after. It's really neat, really neat. I hope he does more of those. That's just such an intriguing way to use it, and I've never seen it before, and it just blew my mind. I was like, that's what playlist is all about. And like, you know, I was thinking maybe I'll come up with something like my favorite wrestling finishers, because a lot of people upload like 15-second clips of a finisher that people just watch for a second, and I could just say, I like what this guy does here, it's right for his character, blah blah blah. But it's just a real neat concept without just taking all this content and being set up for blame when people start saying, hey, this guy stole my content. And also it promotes people instead of just stealing from them, which is always a plus in my book. It's always a plus to promote other people that you want to use footage from than just blatantly stealing from them. So that's always just good karma, just good manners, really. So yeah, I thought that was neat. You can check out him below. I just put his page, but it should be the first one. He's done a couple of them now. I only caught the second. I think it's a Bloop TV. So yeah, I don't know what to say, but just these NBA finals have been some of the best I've ever seen. I've really enjoyed them. I'm pulling for the Mavs. I just don't like LeBron James that much. I actually like Dwayne Wade a little bit, but LeBron just rubs me the wrong way. There's this clip, and you could search it. It's a GIF file where he's taking off all the clothes they wear before the game, just the warm-up clothes, and he's just throwing it on the floor. And this poor little kid, this little towel boy, has to pick up every little article of clothing he takes off. He doesn't hand it to him once, and just that just decided for me that LeBron's a douche. And I kind of got a little bothered how they made this like super team in Miami. So I'm pulling for the Mavs. I really like a lot of players there too. I like Dirk. I like Jason Terry. I like Marin. So I like a few guys over there, and I'm rooting for them. But it's really interesting. I also like what's that, Chandler? That guy's a class act. That guy's nice. It's just a lot of good guys over there, and I hope they beat Miami. I really don't want to see Miami win. And they're up right now, but they gotta go play in Miami. So there's your task, and that's gonna be tonight. And if Miami wins, they'll be pushed to another game. But yeah, go Mavs all the way. I want to see them win it. Yeah. Oh, and also, it was funny, Dwayne Wade, even though I kind of like him, I know he's dramatic. He's a dramatic fool. He's just crazy with those falls. I thought it was funny. He had this hip contusion, right, in the last game. And if you watch the replay, he goes and this guy named Chandler, who doesn't get a lot of minutes, tried to take a hard foul for charging, and so he just fell, right? And his actually looked really rough. So the way Dwayne Wade does, if I have some action figures, I could show it better. Okay. Tiger, no, yeah, Tony the Tiger is Wade, and this is Chandler. So yeah, coming down with the ball, and it woo, just lands right, really rough. So then what Dwayne does is he like lands on his feet, right? He lands on his feet, and he goes, and then he hurts his hip, which is hilarious. He was so acting. He was, of course, trying to make it go the other way against the defender. So yeah, I just thought I'd point out that he caused his own injury because he tried to sell him a block, and serves him right. Serves him right. You shouldn't be able to do that the way they get away with it nowadays. And he paid for it. He definitely paid for it because he lost a lot of minutes with his hip problem. Hip problem. What was this guy, 30 or something? I mean, hip problem. Jeez Louise. Someone get this guy a number of a retirement home. This has been in the news for a while now, but I just wanted to comment on it. Just two shows I like have been canceled. Outsourced and V got canceled, which is a big bummer because I was really into V. V was killing off all kinds of interesting characters and keeping it fresh and not letting the same people rule, all the airtime each week. Well, which, it was interesting because a lot of shows will keep these same characters going and going and going forever, and you lose interest after a while, but they were just keeping it fresh, and they finally killed off Tyler, and things were moving in the right direction, and they canceled it, which is a bummer. They brought in the guy that played the original Beastmaster, who was actually in the original V too. And I thought, oh, this is going good. This is cool. I like this. This, it's campy a little bit, but I love it. I love it. I can live with that stuff. They canceled it. And you know what show they're bringing back on ABC? They're making room for. They're bringing back freaking Charlie's Angels. Charlie's Angels is like cancer to the eyes. I get so annoyed with that no-gun message every episode. It's like these girls are going to beat you with kung fu, and no matter how many guns you have, they'll kick them out of your hands and make you pay. Ooh, girl power. Oh, yeah. Yeah. In some way, I don't understand how people were, like, really the only ratings they got were men drooling over these women, and they weren't that attractive, really. They really weren't. They wore these like slacks and these button-up blouses, and they had no curves, and it wasn't pretty. I don't know. I didn't get it. It doesn't make sense to me. It seems like they're casting the same kind of types for this new one, a relaunch, if you will. And it's just another stupid remake of a show that should have never been remade. It doesn't work in today's time. I know it's going to be canceled fast. I hope it gets canceled fast. I'm just tired of these old shows popping back up with new everything. We'll see. What do we call it? Superwoman or whatever her name is. She's coming back, or Amazon, whatever she is. So bad. That will bomb too. It'll bomb. It's been done. You can't touch Linda Carter. Leave it alone. Also, they had this other awful show. They keep on trying to do the Grey's Anatomy thing. they did it to, they had the Off the Map, which thankfully was canceled, but now they're going to go into Baghdad. I already forgot the name of the show, but it's like, you don't have sex with any of my doctor's nurse, and it's like, that soldier's having sex with my nurse, and it's like, that nurse is having sex with my soldier, get him off of her, get him off of her. Yeah, it's just like, oh, please. This is just too dramatic, too stupid. Who does anyone even give a crap about the patients anymore? It's like the patients are just there as a prop, and the rest is all these people working out their therapy over some surgery table as someone's struggling to live their sad little life that they're clinging on to. And I don't care about your personal problems. I don't care if Robbie looked twice at Debbie at the clerk's desk. I don't care. I can't believe women get suckered into this shit. Because this is shit. And if this show lasts, I really... You know, and stuff like this that has lasted. You got Grey's Anatomy, you got Private Practice, I think. Is that still around? I don't know. I don't keep up with it, but stop watching this. It's trash. It really is trash. I've been holding up pretty good. Gonna do the radio show tonight again with Soul Gotha, Don, and Travis. Some Planet Beer Wagon in there too. Hopefully he makes it on time. I'll put the link in the down below. Talk radio. Fun, fun, fun. I don't have a voice for radio or a face for TV, but I do it anyway because it's fun. We're going to be doing our favorite buddy films. So yeah. I wasn't even sure that was a genre until he said, like, oh, let's do favorite... Okay. We'll do favorite buddy films. Alright. What's that? Okay, and I got a list. So I already got it done. I already put in the work. And we're ready to go. So we'll be talking about that. Of course, anyone who's interested, call in. And we can have some fun. Last time Wayne called in some, and then we had some fun. And Wayne's a good, interesting guy, and real vocal and everything. And we had some fun. So always, don't be hesitant to call in if you want to talk to the one, the only Noyjeetut. Really, it's not even my show. It's Soul Gotha's. I've just been on it a lot. Yeah. Usually he talks more to the guest than I do. Usually, like, we had like some surprise guests, and it's like, oh, what do I do? Should I even engage these people, or should I ignore them until they leave? And that's the trick. You don't know what to do and how a guest is going to react, and sometimes, usually it works when you don't feed the trolls, but when you have someone who does call in, it's almost like too many people are talking. You got to find that balance. But once you do, it's usually pretty good. Or usually they start talking about a subject that you have no idea what they're talking about, so you just kind of get quiet in the corner. Go on, please. Yeah! Ha ha! Good times will be had. Also, immediately following this, I know some people said they want to chat with me or whatever. People, you know, like say, come on, what's that stupid one? What's that stupid one, you kids? Skype. Like, come on the Skype, Cody, I want to talk to you. Come on. And I'm like, no, I don't want to go on the Skype. Like, do you still use AIM? And I said, no, I don't use AIM. You want to talk through email? We can do that. You want to do personal message? We can do that. And they're like, you old man, you old. Well, anyway, on my website, Noyjeetut.com, I actually have a chat room. It should appear like at the bottom right of the page. It's kind of like it's almost like an ad, the way it follows as you scroll down the website. So if you click that, you could talk to me after the show. I'll be on it if you want to talk. I think you have to register though. And you actually got space for an avatar now, which is better than before. Because before you didn't have space for an avatar. I did some testing of it, and it shows up, so yeah. So check it out if you want to talk to me. If you don't, just ignore me, like usual, and we won't talk at all. Thank you for your time. Good video. Had some fun talking to you guys. It's been a while. It's been too long. I'll see you later, my warriors of the wind.